Elite Sales Strategies is my fourth book, and I want to give you some idea about where this book fits and what I've been writing since 2016. The first book that I wrote was called The Only Sales Guide You'll Ever Need, and that book was essentially a competency model for B2B salespeople. And a number of the things that show up in that book are things like business acumen and change management and leadership and concepts that haven't been applied to sales until we got to this modern view of selling that we now have. The second book that I wrote is called The Lost Art of Closing: Winning the 10 Commitments That Drive Sales. That book was my way of helping salespeople understand that the sales process is not linear anymore. Instead, it's nonlinear, but you still have to have a number of conversations. And if you can successfully get a client to commit to those conversations, they will move forward with you through the whole process. And then when you get to the part about closing and asking for the business, it's really easy because you've already helped them so much that it's easy for them to buy from you. The third book that I wrote is called Eat Their Lunch: Winning Customers Away from Your Competition. This is a book about competitive displacements. There's a book called Blue Ocean Strategy, and it's about how you don't have any competitors because you just created the next Netflix or whatever. That's not the world that I came from. I live in the red ocean where it's bloody because there's so many competitors and everyone's trying to take their clients away from their existing provider. So that book is about value creation and how you differentiate and how you do advanced discovery and how you really operate a modern sales approach. This book is the book that sort of caps out this first three books together, and it's sort of the whole structure of a modern sales approach. The book is called Elite Sales Strategies, and I want to tell you where this fits in the sequence of these books. This book is sort of a capstone, and it sort of rolls up everything that was in the three books before that without really touching them too much. And the reason that I wrote this book is because there is a concept called one-up. And the one-up concept means that you know more than your client does about the decision that they need to make. You don't know more about their business. You don't know more about what you have to do to get a deal through their system. But it does mean that you know how to help them make the best decision. The person that's one-up is the one that's giving the advice, giving them good counsel, making recommendations so that they can get through their buyer's journey or buyer's journeys successfully and improve their results. A salesperson that is one down is not capable of doing that because mostly they're conflict averse, they're servile, and they don't believe in their heart that they're responsible for giving that counsel or providing that advice or giving them the recommendations that they need to take to get the better results that they need. This is a book that when you've gone through the other three books, or if you haven't, you have to take a look at what you do right now and determine, is this a modern sales approach where I'm truly consultative? I'm telling the client what they have to do to get the best results. And I'm going to tell them how to do it and when to do it and who we need to bring in. And I'm going to handle all kinds of advice and recommendations other than just the one recommendation that every salesperson is going to make. Buy our stuff from us. So if that's the end of the advice and recommendations that you make, you're definitely a one-down salesperson, number one. And number two, you're not giving the client the help that they need. This book will help you go from one down to one up, and it will help you transform your client from being one down about their decision to being one up, and this will make you truly consultative.